Like all good drivers, Paul+Rowe likes to take risks. He once put his elbow in a fox's mouth. Paul once sniffed a grape so hard he sneezed jelly. When Paul was younger, he once ate so many prawns he farted out oranges. Paul regularly walks ferrets. Paul loves fried chicken. He likes to dispose of it by throwing it out of his car at high speed onto other people's windscreens. Paul+Rowe does not recognise snake charmers. Paul once met a potato so wise, he wrote a book about it. Telepathy is not his strong point. He once slapped a leopard and threw it into a woman's handbag. Paul hates basmati rice. Paul sees moths as the number 4, in yellow. Paul enjoys chewing on stale wasps. Each time Paul wakes, he screams. One of the happiest days of Paul's life was when he found a chip that looked like a crisp. So far, only one person has touched Paul's ear. Paul. One of the angriest days of Paul's life was when his umbrella tricked him. Paul once laughed so hard that his dog became sick. Paul's ant colony suffers from anorexia. On the motorway, Paul likes to follow cars so closely that when they look in their rear mirror, all they can see are his nostrils. One hot winter, Paul made a fan out of knives. Paul can only eat pizza when his eyes are closed. Paul likes to laugh at nothing. In line with the seasons, Paul changes colour. Paul's eyebrows always point north. Paul's dream is to wildly lick the head of Donald Trump. Paul once swam to the conclusion. Paul once named his chip pan fire Brian. Paul+Rowe once played golf with a walrus. Paul doesn't trust anything with a beak. Paul is very, very jealous of cabbage. Paul's favourite television series is Watership Down. Paul once beat up hip-hop. If Paul sees a dead animal on the side of the road, he cries lead. Paul sometimes forces his laughter down to his groin. Paul believes red Lego bricks are witchcraft. Paul's favourite flavour of crisp is egg. If Paul sees a cat yawning, he can't sleep for a month. Paul regularly has diarrhea. Paul once ate a whole roast dinner using a cricket bat as his only utensil. Paul enjoys the sultry tones of Nick Drake, but prefers his sister, Belinda Drake.